Hello everyone, and welcome to Chrono Trigger. I'd like to apologize real quick for my last two episodes of the Final Fantasy IV series. I did not realize that my headset was muted, and I recorded those episodes back to back. So I apologize. I will make sure my headset is not muted in the future. We are going to start a whole new series now for one of my favorite role-playing games of all time, Chrono Trigger. I'm going to set them to wait even though I am experienced just because I don't really like it. Sometimes I am a little indecisive. Okay, I'm going to keep all of the original character names as well, and we are going to hop right in. I absolutely love this game. I love the music, I love the gameplay, I love the story, all of it. It's just, I absolutely love it. I think Squaresoft really hit it out of the park with this one. I am going to attempt to show all of the secrets in this game. I can't guarantee that I'll get them all, but I think I know most of them off by heart because I have lost count of how many times I've played this game. So, we have control of ourselves. Yeah, there's nothing to find in here. Eventually this will tell us how much cat food we have, which will matter for endgame. So we come down, Mother says finally, mentions our inventor friend, gives us an opportunity to name another character. I am of course going to keep the names the way they're already set. First secret, talk to your mother again. Because you gotta get that allowance. Okay, and then we're off. There are a couple of items and a lot of beginner information you can learn in the mayor's manor. I'm not going to actually talk to any of them. I'm just going to come steal the items. But if you are new to the game and you want some quick tips on how to play it, all of these people will give you beginner tips to the game. But I'm just here for the free loot. This market is closed. They have a stall at the festival. You can ask her to play music for you. All of these are chests that we'll be able to open in the late game for some of the best loot at the end of the game. And when we get to that point, I'll teach you another trick involving them. The only other thing that is really a secret at this point, if you pause there, you can actually run across the bridge and talk to people. But down in this town, and again, this is something in this time-traveling role-playing game we'll be able to change, is if you come and talk to the mayor here, he is a rich, greedy jerk. In fact, his kids hate him. If you talk to him and say yes to acting like a chicken, he'll give you 10 gil. And he'll do that you have to leave and come back, but if you're hard up for money, you can do that over and over and over again, and he will give you that 10 gil every single time. It is fantastic. I think there are usually, no. There's not usually anything to find inside the inns except for those sealed boxes. Most of the mayor's residents, if I remember correctly, have at least one sealed box. In fact, I think I missed something in. Oh, goodness. Still dealing with the old controller that sometimes likes to push me in different directions. Yeah, there's two of them here and a chest I almost forgot about, which has a shelter, which is this game's version of tents or cabins like from Final Fantasy IV. Except there's only one version of them, it's a shelter, and it always heals you to full, which is nice. Okay, let's head off to the festival. My D-pad is really messing up on me right now. Okay, lean square. Welcome to the festival. So this is full of a lot of mini games. You've got the traditional hammer thing, where you can win 1 silver point. If you can time it just right, you can guess the winner of the races here, which is really time consuming, but if you get it right, it's worth 20 silver points, and you can exchange 10 silver points for 50 gil. So I'll tell you, last round's winner, Green Ambler. Sure. Let's go with the Green Ambler again. And if you wait, I think you can actually interrupt them a little bit. They're going to go eventually here. If you get in the way, you can slow the others down and actually help yours win. Which is kind of cheap, but he's blown it out of the water there. But I do like the names that they give them. Once the cat finally makes it. There we go. 20 silver points. But yeah, it's time consuming, but the silver points are useful. I'm going to avoid running into her quite yet. This guy will exchange your silver points for gil. Back here in this corner, you can fight a robot that if you win will give you 15 silver points. You can eat this to heal your HP and MP, but if you do, you have stolen this man's lunch. And the last mini game in here to earn silver points is a soda drinking contest. I think it was originally supposed to be a beer drinking contest, but they changed it when it came to North America so that it wouldn't portray underage drinking. You can spend silver points in here there's 3 different mini games depending on how much you spend, but there's not really much point in doing an early game. This guy sells armor, which I'm going to get because my character sorely needs it. There we go. And then this guy sells items. And this is Melchior the Swordsmith. Alright, let's progress the story by running into Marl. Alright, so later in the game, there's going to be a trial because Marl, if you're unaware, is the princess of this kingdom. And we are going to be accused of kidnapping her. So our first option to defend ourselves is to talk to her first, unless you want to be shown as guilty, which is entirely up to you, and then you go grab Repentant. If you grab Repentant first, it's used as evidence that you and yes, of course, offer it back to her, that you only ran into her because of her wealth, and that's what you're after. So of course we want her to think we're a true gentleman, so we let her come with us. We could, if you wanted, name her her actual name, which if I remember correctly is Nadine, but we're going to stick with Marl, because that's a cooler sounding name. So, fun fact, Chrono never says a word in this entire game, but everyone somehow always knows. Alright. So, our next goal is actually to go up these stairs, but we can't yet. So, the game kind of forces you to go mess around. So I'm going to do some things to make me look good, like talking to this little girl who's sad and crying because she can't find her cat. Well, if you were eagle-eyed and noticed it, over here next to this old man who claims he's sitting down to eat his lunch but never actually does it, is a cat. If you talk to the cat, it'll meow at us, and then it's going to follow us. And we can lead it back to its owner. You have to be a little bit exaggerated in your movements or the cat gets caught up on corners. And when you lead it back, this little girl now becomes a character witness for us later. Because what kind of kidnapping criminal would take the time to go find a little girl's kitty for her? If you really want to, you can go do some Stone Age dancing back here. It does nothing for you. You get an opportunity to do that again later in the game in a completely different context. Alright, I've got some silver points. I do. Because I need better gear. How much do I have? I need more. Let's go fight this robot. I'll show you this one. Yeah, so we beat up Gato. He gives us some silver points. And he's a tough fight this early in the game. Well, that was rude. She's not the one that hit you. I am, Gato. You jerk. But hey, once you win, you get some experience points, you get a tech point, and then the all-important reason for why you really do this is it gives you 15 silver points. And again, this is something you can do as many times as you have the patience for doing it. So you can really start the game off as rich as you want, depending on how much time you want to spend doing that. I'm not going to spend any more time doing it, though. Because we have more important things to do, like introducing our newfound friend to our mother. I love this. I'm sure I've seen you before, dear. Now, where was that? And then Marl immediately backs up behind Chrono. Although I think all of your friends do that, so... But we just got kind of beat up a bit, so of course we have to take advantage of the free place to sleep, because much like Final Fantasy IV, the bed you start in, or your character's bed, is always a free place to sleep. Oh, another thing I didn't mention, this game, although not on the world map, has a dash function. Oh, I need to see, I don't remember if I have enough gil yet to buy a real sword, but we're going to find out. Why yes, I would love to buy something from Melchior the Swordsmith. I have just enough. Oh, but I can sell all this stuff. Come see me sometime. We will, Melchior. Later. Now here's another opportunity to do the right thing for that future trial. Now if you try, then again you're going to be blamed for trying to make money off the crown. But we have to say no. Okay. Alright, so now that we've left and come back, that's ready. But I do not want to go any further in this game without doing a little bit of leveling. So we're going to go run through the forest over here to fight some monsters. And I did equip the new... Oh, no, I need to equip the new weapon. Big difference in damage. Guardia Forest, here we go. Guardia being the name of the kingdom we are living in. So we're going to go beat up a bunch of mushrooms. Who are absolute pushovers. For some cheap, easy experience and, more importantly, tech points. Tech points are how you get your, well, special abilities in the game. And when you level those up, you also level up the ability. Oh, come on, I'm stuck on something. The ability to get dual techs and eventually triple techs. Now, in this fight, it is very important to focus on the bird because it has the ability to. Has the ability to confuse people. One of the reasons why I really feel the need to level up this early is that so we learn Cyclone, she levels up, doesn't learn anything, but is because when we go to the next stage of the game, we are going to Chrono's going to be alone again, and I'm going to have to face everything without anyone's help. So having a bit of an extra hit point and barrier and the ability to have some techs is going to be absolutely crucial to surviving. Otherwise, this is a game where almost every fight is avoidable if you know how to. So she learned Aura, which is a heal ability, and immediately, because he knows Cyclone, they learn a dual tech. So these two can heal the entire party by working together. Otherwise, she can only heal one at a time. So we're just going to kill all the monsters in this forest one time, and then we're going to go take another nap in Chrono's house, and then we'll advance the storyline. Because you don't need to do a lot of leveling, it's just helpful to have access to those techs. And if you're ever curious about how much you need, he needs another 79 skill points to get his next ability, which is one of the reasons why I'm not going to push forward right now. Because that would take a lot of fights. So all the enemies will be gone until you leave and come back. But I'll show you on the way back out how easy it is to avoid all the fights. So we're gonna go grab a fun little mini cutscene when we try to go take Chrono back to the Marl to the castle. It's another one of those treasure chests here that we can't open. So because we've left the screen and come back, you'll see all the monsters are back. We're gonna go this way real quick. She's like, no, let's not go here. I don't want to go here. Why? Because it would reveal the fact that she's the princess. So if you stay to the right here, you can completely avoid that fight. Stay to the left here to avoid that one. And then just kind of carefully... Oh, I bumped a little too low. But if you just carefully slip by the top part there, you'd avoid that fight as well. You can run away by holding down L and R, but why would I need to? This fight is so easy. I don't think I've ever needed to run from a fight in Chrono Trigger. They're generally pretty quick. Look at that, they both leveled up again. Perfect. Just in time to get out of this forest, sleep up, and advance the storyline. So we're going to run up the stairs. We're going to take another snooze. Because we just gained 2 levels without recovering all the extra hit points. And tech points. Or MP, I guess. Alright, and we're going to do a quick save here. No idea how long ago I started that game, so we're just going to replace it. Okay. So, last time we were here, random people told us that it was all set up, so we're going to go. Again, if you want to be considered a good guy, just set your controller down until she speaks, because if you try to leave, she keeps calling you impatient, and it's pointed out that you worked really hard to get away from this candy stand and get her to Luca's sideshow. Okay, here we go. No one wants to try it out. Luca's inventions never work right. She got her glasses. That's so rude. I wear glasses. Now, if you want, this is a quick opportunity. You can run off without Marl to do some things, but you can't continue the game unless you just step up here. I'm going to switch on the systems. I love how she pulls out her gun for that, but that's just her ready stance for the game. Now, you can do that over and over and over again if you want, but again, it will not advance the game until you talk to Marl, who says, "Ooh, I've got to try." Still time to change your mind. Here we go. Now you know something crazy is about to happen when the fun music stops. And the creepy music starts. Where did she go? She's the princess. So now you could probably leave here again, and they're going to just repeat the same things. But again, there's only one way to advance the storyline, and that's to head right up there. Cue the heroic music. This is the longest ticking transfer. More! Give me more power! There we go. Good luck. So here we go. This is the longest warp sequence in the entire game. After this, there'll be, I think, about half of the length. I'm sure these graphics were amazing for, what was this, 94, 95? It's silly looking now. Alright, here we are. Uh-oh, what are these? This is why, all alone, I did a little bit of leveling up first. Guys aren't super dangerous, but being able to take them out in a single hit is much better than not being able to. So this is an unavoidable fight. but it's the only time you ever have this fight. Just outside here is another unavoidable fight. You cannot, because there's only one spot you can be on this bridge. There's no avoiding that fight. As soon as you cross the bridge, they attack you. But every other fight here is avoidable. Chest over here. Come on. Get a tonic, which is a cure potion. So, there are accessories. Right now the bandana is giving him higher speed, but he's already got the highest speed of all characters in the game. So I would rather drop his speed by 1 to give him 2 extra attack power. So I always swap out to that. This is an entirely avoidable fight, so I'm going to avoid it. Alright. So this looks kind of similar. You'll notice the question mark in the lower left-hand corner that normally shows the year. Truce Inn? Why, Truce is the town we just came from. Alright, we've been going for a while. I'm gonna do a quick save here. And we will end the video here. Thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed. If you have, consider subscribing and hit that like button to help out the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.